We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 79 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. Taking it about the 36. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Right at midfield.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Matt Breida, 84 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jones now on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Cardinals 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
And 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. This is Breida. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. When we think about these two franchises, the Cardinals and the Giants, so much riding on their young quarterbacks. And they were the first 2 QBs taken in the draft back in 2019. Murray first to the Cardinals, and Daniel Jones 6th to the Giants. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. From the gun, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes right side. Another dollar, baby. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 on a Giants touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
56.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people. He was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Jones to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
12. 1st down, Arizona.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack. After the sack on 1st down, Jones going right side. He finds Slayton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and
to throw again on second down. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Giants 28, Cardinals 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Graham Gano.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 56 to Mike.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Complete.
23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 20.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Right there. 54. I got you.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it's Peterson. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. 54 is mine. 54 is mine. Check. Sure. Check. Press down. 54, right there.
A final shot before half from Murray. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. A gain of 2.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Saquon Barkley.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jeff Thomas, 88 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 40. Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Gain of a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Thomas. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Jeff.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Cardinals.
First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's 2nd down. That's the end of the...
Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
35.
It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Giants 35, Cardinals 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Coverage by Byron.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Jones back to the air on second down. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
First and 10 at the 18-yard.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them off, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Again, it's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A 32-yard attempt.
And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Jake Butt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Giants 42. Cardinals.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Operating from the gun, Murray buying time to his left. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the gun, Murray.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
A quick hitter complete. It's Thomas. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle made back at the
plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. That's complete to Swain.
Murray's pass.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray with a 3rd and long. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Down.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. This one caught by Isabella.
Murray's pass.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Cardinal 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
45-yard line.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Today's final score, Giants 42, Cardinals 28.
Had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, like Cheetah, run up down, I'm airing the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seats. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this loose think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back with the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me. I give a questions like I can't stop sneezing, I chew. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like I brought a hot suit. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4, shake a big, turn them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what?
Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I kick it? Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. That's all I ask.